Look, 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 what an amazing look. Chocolate dessert, no oven, creamy, easy, and with only 4 ingredients. Hey, sweet tooths, want to indulge without complicating life? Today we've got you covered. No oven, cooking, or just 4 ingredients. And delicious. Don't miss the recipe. You're going to enjoy it a lot. The first thing I do is crush cookies, in this case whole wheat ones, which I think give the dessert a fantastic extra touch. You can use whichever ones you want. I personally use a whole package of about 200 grams. You can crush them any way you like, even in a bag by hitting them. But with a food processor like this, it gets done in no time. And also, it makes this other task easier for you. Take 2 large bananas that are a bit ripe and cut them into pieces right on top of the cookie. Without cutting yourself, without doing anything else, you turn the machine back on, let it run for a little while, just a couple of minutes, and you'll see a thick paste start to form. Well, that's exactly what we're looking for. We're going to transfer it to a slightly larger container so it's easier to work with. And here I'm going to show you the texture, which is dense and pasty. If it turns out more liquid, just add more cookie, then give it an extra touch. In my case, with roasted peanuts, 100 grams or half a pack, which as you can see I chop into small cubes, I add them directly to the same container. There it goes in, and I stir that mixture so it absorbs it and spreads out evenly. So there it is, we press it down, give it a few turns, and it will be distributed throughout the whole mixture. With this, we already have the base for our sweets prepared. Isn't it easy? Here you can play around with 2 little things. You can use whatever nuts you prefer. I used peanuts, but it also turns out great with walnuts. And with any other kind. And then we're going to coat them. I'm going to use dark curvature chocolate, but you can also use milk or white chocolate. Use chocolate with 70-80% cocoa, whichever you prefer. To create these marvels, you can shape them however you like, such as small cylinders, but I prefer making discs. And with cookie cutters like these, it's really simple. You just put the dough inside, give it a few taps with the cutter, and you make sure it has a more or less round shape. There you go, place it on parchment paper or a silicone mat to make sure it doesn't stick. And then prepare a delicious topping with a bit of chocolate. In my case, a small bar of chocolate that, as you can see, I've chopped up and placed in a saucepan over a double boiler. That is, there's hot water underneath and another saucepan on top. This distributes the heat evenly and makes it melt, as you can see here, little by little. Until you have a completely liquid chocolate, perfect for what we're looking for, which is a crunchy, delicious, and above all, chocolatey coating. And it's really simple, just place each of the sweets in the saucepan one by one. You place it, give it a few turns, and here's where the trick comes in. Once you lift it, give it a few taps to remove the excess chocolate, then let it cool on a rack. Right there, you can use a small knife to make sure it slides well and the side looks nice too. We repeat, dip it in the chocolate, tap it to remove the excess, and place it on the rack. Look at that, what an amazing tray of chocolate sweets we've made quickly, without cooking, using the oven, or anything complicated. A true marvel, you can't resist grabbing one. It's so soft, the fork glides right through it. Truly. Delicious. It melts in your mouth, but it still has body, and you also get bits of nuts that take it to another level. A true marvel that we've made with these simple ingredients. So take a look, write them down, and enjoy at home. Want to enjoy even more? Look, I made this video with you in mind, so I recommend that you click on that little box that appears here. And to enjoy it to the fullest, almost as much as I do with these wonders. How delicious is this?